Hey guys, it's Ross, and today we're going to talk a little bit about my irrigation system and my fertilizing system, because now I'm fully automated. With the amount of potted plants I have, automation is key to me not losing my mind. I think if you have a lot of potted plants, it's absolutely necessary to have an automated system. We're using a drip system here. And in the past, the way that I've had my drip system set up is like so. We have the drip line with these garden staples. Here's one right here. Here's a garden staple. It holds the drip line in place. And along the drip line here is these emitters. And this particular one is green, and this one sends out 3 gallons per hour if it were to run for an entire hour at the appropriate PSI. It's not a horrible way to do it, but I find it's quite annoying in the spring and in the fall to set this up, take this down. It's also, I think, less effective than another method here that I've just recently invested in. And in each of my pots, you'll see now along this row down here and this row over here, we're using a thing called spot spitters, and I'll show you what they look like here. I'll pull one up out of the soil. These little things shoot out water in a 90-degree angle. See this little knob here, guys? It's tough to see. There you go. See how there's a little knob right here? That's the direction it's going to point its water in. And then you just stick it in the soil at the angle that you want, in the direction that you want. And the water will shoot out 3.6 gallons per hour on a 90-degree angle. And you can get different emitters, different spot spitters, depending on the angle. There's some that go around 360 degrees. There's some that put out a lot more water. For myself, I think 3.6 gallons per hour is a pretty good amount of water for a 10-gallon size pot or larger for figs. And then what we do is we get down in here, because the drip line is actually connected to my automatic timer. And this timer here I have talked about at pretty great length in previous videos. This thing saved my life. I mean, I could not have this many trees again without this timer. It would be impossible to manage. I'd be out here every single day from June to September hand watering these trees. It would take me probably 30 to 45 minutes every day. And this way I can control exactly how much water these trees are getting to the dot. For me, I like to water my trees, and this year I've only had to water them starting in June, from June 1st to September 1st here in Pennsylvania. And I've watered them every day for the most part, 6 ounces of water per 5 gallons of soil. That's it. And I've talked about this in previous videos. Figs are very drought tolerant. We need to give our figs enough water to be healthy, strong and healthy. We don't want them wilting, but if they're wilting, they can be wilting for other reasons, not just a lack of water, but also maybe a change in humidity. And we don't want our figs to be dropping off of the tree. If we start losing figs that are then dropping off the tree, you may need to increase your water. But the minimum amount of water you can give them to keep them alive and healthy, the better the fruit quality. So we could talk about that in another video a little bit further, but this timer works very simple. I can put it on auto, and this will set it so that it's automatically going. This is battery operated. I set the clock to the time of day. I set the start time. I put this on at 5:15 a.m. Again, you can set up what time you want these trees to be watered, right? It's better to water them when it's there's not much sun. That way the water doesn't evaporate. You can then say how long, how many minutes. For me, it was on 4 minutes at the time. I haven't really tweaked this all that much. How often? Every day, and then that's it. But for me, I've had this off since September 1st, so I'll leave it on off. What I will say is that the easiest way to calculate this is say that this is 3.6 gallons of water per hour. And if I'm running that for 4 minutes, what does that come out to? And that's basically what you need to figure out. And I think 4 minutes is actually more than 6 ounces if you do the math. So, but I've known before I changed to this system, I had a different setup, and that's what I was doing for my 5-gallon size trees. So for every 5 gallons of soil here in Pennsylvania, it's going to differ depending on where you live, but that's the amount of water that my trees needed to be healthy and to have a better fruit quality. Now there's one last thing I want to show you guys, which we need to go around the side of the house here. We're going to talk about fertilizer and how I'm automatically fertilizing now. I'm going to still add some amendments, I think, in the beginning of the season, but it may not be necessary because I have this new thing here, which again, we can see another timer. We don't necessarily need this timer for this particular scenario. It's just that here's another drip line here that's on a timer that goes out to these potted trees, which actually will no longer be here. So I won't need this timer anymore. But you can see that this is a siphon injector, and it's attached. I put a little hole in the cap of this 5-gallon Lowe's bucket. I'm sure many of you guys have seen these Lowe's all-purpose painter buckets. What I did was I took a drilled a hole in here so that this line could then get into this container, and then you fill this container with fertilizer of your choice, and it then siphons out a certain amount of fertilizer up through here, which then drops down into your line, and then you're giving your trees a fertilizer injection every time you water your trees automatically. You have to figure out exactly how much fertilizer is being siphoned out of here. I forget the exact numbers, but it's very, very simple. And then what you have to do is look on the back of your fertilizer bag, depending on what you're using. Maybe you made it yourself, and figure out the application rate to be watering them every day. If you are watering them every day, you don't want to over fertilize in this scenario. And this is exactly how I'm going to be doing it in the future. I may even be able to add micronutrients. I'm going to see if I can do that. And then that way that eliminates a lot of work that I go through for these containered figs, is adding on just all these micronutrients and amendments and fertilizers in the beginning of the season, then adding more mulch on. It's a lot of work that I go through. It takes me quite a bit of time. And with that system I just showed you, it could be done automatically. Anyway, guys, that is a look into my setup, into my world now. I think this is really one of the best ways you could do it in a home garden scenario. So we will be switching over completely from these emitters here, and we're going to be switching over to spot spitters completely. And the last point I want to make is that this really isn't all that expensive, guys. I think the siphon is like $15. The timers are probably the most expensive thing, $25 to $50, depending on how many how many timers you need, how many lines of hose you want to run and control. And the drip lines themselves are very cheap. The emitters are very cheap. All of that is extremely cheap. So really worth the investment. It actually could probably save you some water in your water bill, because you're not overwatering your trees in that sense. You're giving them exactly the amount of water they need. And what I'm going to do in the future, another thing I should mention, is that you can see over here, I mean, the whole system I have set up is quite intricate. You know, there's so many different hose lines that lead to different things. You know, I have a hose line here that's for completely just the pomegranates. You know, I have another hose line here on the other side that's for the stone fruits, the apples, the pears, the jujubes. I want to put those on a different amount of water than I will the figs. And I think that's going to be really key to my success of those fruits, because they need more water than my figs do for sure. But anyway, guys, that is the video. Hope you enjoyed this one. If you know someone that has a setup like this, whether or not it's figs, whether you're growing tomatoes, peppers, strawberries, you know, any kind of fruit or vegetable in containers, share this with your friend. I think this one will really help them out. But this is Ross, and you can follow me also on Facebook, guys. Now you can follow me on Instagram and also Twitter, and I like to post a lot of different things on there that I normally don't show you guys through the videos. All right, guys, take care, and I'll catch you all for the next one.